Well, Major League Soccer is back underway for the new season, and we've got a very special guest joining us today. Chicago's new star, Xherdan Shaqiri, is with us.
Welcome to the show.
Jimmy just had his megaphone out for the grand arrival. Xherdan, it is so good to see you and have you with us. I know you just mentioned you're ready for summer to be here already in Chicago, but how has your time been there so far?
Oh, hello to everybody. First of all, pleasure to meet you guys and to see you. I'm very happy to be here. The first days was amazing. I had a very, very warm welcome from the fans, and the club is want to grow, and I can't wait to play more games. And the team is ready, is focused, and we can't wait to kick on the season. We start already with 2 games, but we are plenty more games to play, and looking forward to it.
Xherdan, Jimmy Conrad just called you a legend there before we came on. You've played for some top European teams. I mean, what made Major League Soccer the right next step for you, and why Chicago Fire?
Look, I love to see big projects, and Chicago, as we know, with Georg Heitz, who an old friend of me who I know for a long time, who is now 2 or the 3rd year now here at the club, and who wants to bring the glory back to Chicago where it was, and especially we know in this city we are a hard-working city, and in the city is the sport very big, and of course we want to bring the soccer also in the same level like basketball and the other sports. So I'm really excited, and the project was the most important thing for me to come here.
You've played for some big clubs, and I'm talking some of the biggest that there actually is out there. Obviously, your time at Bayern Munich, Inter, Liverpool, Stoke City, to throw it in there as well. You have played for some big names, but is there a club in particular that you hold close to your heart, or a specific time in your career that you enjoyed the most?
If I tell one, the other guy is gonna be angry with me, so and the fans. But no, I'm proud of my career so far, because I never thought that I'm gonna do this kind of career, and so I'm really proud. First of all, to play for some big clubs, I had amazing times in every club I have. Obviously, you have up and downs, but I won many titles with the clubs. I get relegated too, so I had everything in my career so far. So I'm very happy to have this experience with me.
All right, my question for you is, and it's more me being a super fan here, I love when the teams that you played for built their attack around you, and it felt like at some of the clubs you went to, you were more complimentary. You'd be a super sub off the bench or a spot starter. But here in Chicago, even when you play for your national team, Switzerland, you're the guy. Everything goes through you, and I love when that happens because you're such a fun player to watch. How excited are you to be a part of that and be the main man for Chicago Fire?
No, I feel that Chicago did everything for me, and this is also important thing for me for the project. To make a team around me or around another players who we want to bring forward the club. It's not only one player who can do everything, but of course I'm a player who can decide games, who can change games, and I came here to take the young players with me and to go forward and to bring that experience who I bring from Europe to be successful with the club, and to grow for the players, to grow together. Because as you know, the team was not good a few years ago, and they had not
very true.
Really, and we have to change that, and we need to change that. That Chicago has also a top soccer team.
Xherdan, good to talk to you, mate. First of all, let me thank you for all the great memories you left back in your days with the Reds. Amazing memories back in 2019, and so many important moments that you were always ready. So thank you very much for all those. Amazing career that, like you said, that you have so far. And I would like to ask you about that movement. I have been reading about what they want from you, because you've been playing in many different positions, normally in the wide areas, try to beat players and try to find that fantastic left foot of yours. But now I read that they want them to use you more a little bit as a center or second striker, a little bit more in the middle to try to be more closer to the goal. Is that something that you fancy, or maybe you've been more enjoying playing on the wide areas?
No, as we know, I played in all the teams, different positions. Even in Liverpool, sometimes I played as a number 8. No, of course, I'm fancy always to be more in the middle as a number 10 or even as a false 9. I played many times in the national team. I like to be close to the goal because I like to shoot. I like to make the last pass. And obviously, sometimes on when I play on the wing, is sometimes more difficult to get because you are more on the wing outside. You go more 1-against-1, but still you can go sometimes in, and the team sometimes difficult to deal with it. When many players coming in the midfield, in the middle, and there is a positive, let's say, positive chaos and the offensive, and for me, I'm fancy to be really close to the striker and to be really involved with the build-up with the team. And I think this is, for me at the moment, the best position to play.
We talk about some of your great experience that you have had in your career, and thanks for sharing some of those special moments. However, winning the Champions League, and we're all lucky enough to work on the Champions League still, and Lucho, every now and again, he wears his Champions League winners medal on this show, so it's great for us to have another Champions League winner on the show for us. What is it that makes the Champions League so special in your mind? Obviously, we get to work on the outside looking in, but you played in it. You also won it. So what is it about the Champions League that makes it so special to you, a former player and a former winner?
And the Champions League is something very special because you play every day in your country against teams who you know very good. But then you have the Champions League, who is for me another level. Who you can learn too. More and more. And the best teams in Europe play in the Champions League, and every player's dream is to win it one time or even to play one time in this competition. And thank God I had the experience to win it twice. This is something amazing who I never forget. How we deal the whole way to go to the final. This is something very difficult, and the Champions League for me is just the best competition in soccer in Europe, and the best teams can compete against each other. This is also something who every team wants to compete against other countries, against top teams from other countries, and for me the quality in the Champions League is something different.
Now, I know there was probably many opportunities put on your table before you decided to go to Chicago. And behind the scenes in Chicago, when you look past soccer, you've got basketball, you got ice hockey, you got NFL and baseball, you got great pizza. But is there another sport that in particular you're looking forward to watching, or a team that you maybe have followed in the past that you think, in my free time away from the fire, I'm going to go watch one of these games in a different sport in Chicago?
As we know, Chicago with Michael Jordan is a big name, so I was always a big fan of Michael Jordan. My number in the Swiss team is because of him. I have the 23 on my back, and I'm a big basketball fan. And obviously, we have not only basketball, we have ice hockey, NHL, we have baseball, we have the Chicago Bears, who they play the same stadium. So there are many sports who I can learn still a lot of it, and who I can see more of them. So, but at the moment, I'm really focused with the Fires to kick on and to be successful, and then they're gonna be enough time to explore the other sports.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to seeing how this season unfolds. But before we let you go, we've mentioned these memorable Champions League nights that you've played in. 3 of your former teams are still in the competition. So we're going to put you on the spot here. Do you have a favourite to win this year's title?
Oh, obviously, I'm no. There are so many good teams at the moment, and difficult, the competition. And as we saw yesterday, also Man City, how they played the game in the derby was something really unbelievable. How they're going forward now, and obviously the clubs who I played with Bayern Munich, Liverpool, they are obviously my big favorites for this tournament.
Oh, we'll let you get away with that. Shout out.
That wasn't a good answer, but we're going to let it slide because you're a legend.
Yeah, Lucho almost had his tissues out there if you weren't going to say Liverpool. But Xherdan, it's been fantastic to have you with us. So thank you so much for joining us today, and best of luck with the rest of the season.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Pleasure to see you and to have you guys.
And speaking of the Champions League, a reminder that the second leg of the round of 16 returns this week. And here is a look at what is coming up. Liverpool will welcome Inter to Anfield with a 2-0 cushion. And elsewhere, Bayern Munich holds Salzburg, perfectly poised there. 1-1 is the score. Then coming up on Wednesday, the European heavyweight clash from the Bernabeu as Real Madrid host PSG. Kylian Mbappe, the difference in the last game, and now the Spanish side trail by 1 goal heading into this leg. And Manchester City on the other side will welcome Sporting to the Etihad. They've got a 5-goal advantage over the Portuguese side. Should be light work there for Pep Guardiola. And a reminder that you can watch all of the action as always on Paramount Plus, and you can sign up today for a free 7-day trial.